So I'm going to do this first segment, get a second opinion on a question that I've been asked about age spots. So what can I do for age spots? Liver spots, call them whatever it is, when you start to have this pigmentation in the skin that you don't like. And the medical solution for that, or the dermatologist solution for that, always tends to be put on a cream, see if that works, and there's so many options out there. Or how about, why don't you do some, or why don't you consider some chemical peel, some type of really chemical exfoliation, or come in and do some dermabrasion. There's so many options in terms of something to physically remove the first layer of your skin to address these spots that are showing up, these age spots that you're so worried about. So let's talk about options that don't involve that. Because after all, we want always to get a second opinion before we make our decisions. Your decisions will always be yours, but make them after you have a second opinion. You know, about 2,000 years ago, there was a dynasty in China. They used to always be emperors. Men were the rulers. But there was one dynasty where there was, one ruling where there was a woman that ruled. So during this entire dynasty, there was an empress. And because she came from a place where only men ruled in the past, she was very interested in retaining her power. And so she realized that in order to do it, she would have to keep young as much as she could. She thought this was the solution, and beautiful. And so she found the most knowledgeable physician in that time, the most renowned, the greatest experience, and told him, your job is to find me a regimen that will keep me looking beautiful and young and just, you know, flawless skin. And once he provided her with this solution, it was passed on dynasty after dynasty, the princess, etc. And here we are looking for chemical peels when the solution was there awesomely. But anyway, what did this physician tell her? The beauty of Chinese medicine, which has been around us for centuries, for thousands and thousands of years, right? Actually, before medication occurred, this is what we depended on, Chinese medicine. So Chinese medicine teaches that you don't address the symptom, which in this case would be what? The spots. But rather, you go a little bit further to take a look at what is causing it, what's the root. So what he realized after giving her a regimen of a lot of facial exercises that she could do, which is probably good for another segment, let's concentrate on the other part of what this physician provided her with, which was what to do in terms of plants and eating habits so that you could, in fact, see a difference in your skin. And so he showed her and taught her that the reason that it happens is because it's a hormonal imbalance in the body. And because the glandular system is controlled, they believe, and I agree, with the kidneys, then you have to give attention to the kidneys, which kind of makes sense with a lot of other things we've been learning through the years, right? That our skin is our third kidney. So that all fits in with things that we learn in nutrition in this side of the world. So the Chinese teach that when you go out to the sun, and you've heard people say that, I get these spots from being out in the sun too much, or I've gotten them from being out in the sun too much. And we sometimes argue that, right? As naturopaths, we say, yeah, no, it's not that. It's your liver, you're congested, you have a lot of toxins, clear those out and you'll be fine. That idea that it's a connection with the sun, yeah, no. Well, a lot of it is true because the body always will do everything necessary to protect you. And one of the things it does when you're out there in the sun is it says, okay, this person is really exposed to sun a lot. Let me produce, so it heightens the hormone, the melanin hormone, so that more pigment comes out so that it protects your skin from the effects that the sun would have. But the problem is when that happens too much and you're out in the sun constantly, and you're not taking antioxidants, then what happens is the hormone goes up higher and the pigmentation goes up higher, and now I end up with spots. And so now I'm looking for ways to get rid of them. But once we understand that it is part of the glandular system, and the glandular system depends on kidneys that are working well now I have the tools to address this at the root. Now I can come in to address it correctly. And we're going to talk about how to do that. But when I mention antioxidants, remember that a lot of the damage we get from the sun is because we don't have enough antioxidants in our skin, in our bodies. And so our skin begins to oxidize. It's like a bike. A bike begins to rust, and because it doesn't have the protection it needs. So we need to bring in a lot of antioxidants into our body so that we can now have the necessary things so that when we are exposed outside to the hot weather or to the sun or to the dry weather, our skin doesn't get affected and we don't have these spots and our glandular system isn't forced to work the way it does, upping up a hormone that should, when it exists in balance, should keep us just without these issues that are being presented in the society we live in. So remember, antioxidants, you're going to get them from all of this as well. But we were talking about how to take care of our kidneys. Well, I get them here too, because as I take care of my kidneys, one of the biggest things I'm concerned about is hydration. How much hydration do I have? And it's not how much water I drink, it's how much minerals are in the water. And it's not mineral water, because mineral water is man-made and our body can't use that. So it's plant-based. How do I get minerals and from plants that give me that? And that's what Soul Naturals is. And I can vouch for this because I know the ingredients. I get a lot of clients, like yesterday I had a girl that came in with a lot of different packets from other companies and showed them to me. And I said, I don't recognize this company. But I looked at the ingredients and right off the bat, the ingredients were not natural. We're not coming from plants. There were a lot of things. It even had sugar in some of those packets. So we're trying to avoid things that aren't natural. And that's why I mentioned Soul Naturals, because one of the things I know about Soul is that it is whole plants and it has no sugar and it has no chemicals and it's good for me. So if I start to put that in my water, now I'm going to be hydrated because it's not the amount of water I take. A lot of people take water and they're not hydrated. So it's the minerals in the water. So now I have that and I'm beginning to take care of my kidneys that way. One of the other things this Empress was told was be very careful with increasing. You want to increase the good fats. Now we come from a society where everything is fat-free and we're taught so much fat-free and it's ingrained in us that now even an avocado we're worried about. Yeah, I don't think so. Even a whole egg, we're like, yeah, too much fat. Even almonds, so we shy away even from the things in their whole presentation, which would be awesome for us. So think of including healthy fats when you have issues with age spots. And one of the best ways to do that is with a product that's called Soul Megas. And I know it shows up backwards here. But Soul Megas from Soul Naturals is amazing because it's a capsule that is going to give me all the healthy fats that I need. So I can get this in a packet that's called Top 4 and it's $163. No shipping, that's what it would cost. That's the investment in my health that I would be making. And now I have drinks that I can take that start to give me the solution I'm looking for. Now, don't ask for miracles. Don't expect, I took it 1 month. I don't know why it's not happening just yet. It took you years to get to where you are. So give the body time. It will happen. As month after month goes by, you will see changes. And as you make changes in your eating habits as well, as you're drinking more water, as you're staying away from sodas, from power drinks, from coffee, from sugar in your drinks, from lemonades, from fruit juices, as you're incorporating more raw vegetables in your meals, as you're snacking on fruits, whole fruits, think of fresh things. We hardly ever do that anymore. And that's so important because age spots are indicating not that we're getting old, but that we've had too many years eating and drinking the wrong things. So change that. And as you change that, think of package number 3 to alternate with the Top 4. Package number 3, ask me for, write down or send me post a little note here or a comment if you want the video on package number 3, or if you want the information sheet, what it contains, how you take it, because I'm not going to go into it here. But if you alternate between the Top 4, and if you don't have the instructions on how to take these drinks, ask me for it. I'll post it here as well. So if I alternate between the Top 4, which is my 4 drinks, and package number 3, now I get an added benefit because I have 4 extra products. Package number 3 is going to bring this and 4 extra products that are going to address my skin more specifically. I'm also going to get this this oil in there, these omegas, which are my healthy fats. And now I can do 3 months of Top 4, 1 month of package number 3, 2 more months of the, and I can alternate. And if I stay on it, I'm going to see differences in my face. And I'm going to be wanting to make changes in, hey, now I have energy. I want to go exercise. Hey, now I feel better. I don't crave this bad stuff. And as your eating changes, your exercise increases, your sleep cycle changes, and you want to sleep at the right time, your face is going to show it. And you never did a microabrasion. You never did a chemical peel. You never did creams that only bring more toxins into the body. So while I'm on the topic of creams, be very careful with the creams you choose to put on your skin. Remember, all this comes into your body and intoxicates you more. Your kidneys will work more. That's the organ we want to take care of and not put so much work into it. So I'm going to show you how to make a cream that will actually help you. And you can use this as a replacement for anything else you're using. A lot of people are like spending hundreds of dollars sometimes in their creams, and look how neat and inexpensive you can make your own. So you get this from Soul Naturals as well. Don't choose this external way of doing things only. Remember, you work from the inside first, and you can do this at the same time, but don't choose the external only, because then you'll be falling into the mistake that millions of people do, dealing with the symptom and not the root. So I'm doing the top 4 package, or I'm doing the package number 3 because I want to address the inside. Now I'm going to address the outside. So if I use this cream into a glass bottle, dark preferably, doesn't matter the color as long as it's dark. If it's transparent, don't worry, just stick it in a dark sock and then, cover it up and you're good to go. So don't get too complicated about that, but try to make it glass because oils sit better that way. So I've put this in here, and now I've gotten this roll-on that I can also get from this company. It's called Confidence, $18.95. It's got vitamin E. It's got a lot of neat essential oils. Now I can use it as a roll-on, and I can use it for a whole bunch of other things. That can be another topic. That can be another segment. But I'm going to show you how you can open this up, and once I open it up and I have it open, I can now use it to put about 1/4 of it in here. And I can now close this, and I can put more if I want, and I can put other essential oils in there. But I'm going to show you how to basically, where did my Q-tip go? I had a Q-tip here I was working with earlier today. And so I'm going to mix it, and I'm going to get an omega. That's the way I open it anyway. It's my cream, it's okay. I don't sell them. So I'm going to eat the rest because after all, none of this is plastic. It's all good for you. And that way I'm assured that I'm not losing any of it. And then I'm going to start mixing this. And as I mix it, if I find that I need more cream, I can do more cream. And so now this is what I have going on here. And I'm going to mix it, and here you go. Now you have a cream that you can use in the morning and at night, and that is going to help you address your age spots externally. Now you can add an additional essential oils. Soul Natural sells one that's called Clarify, and you can put a couple of drops in here, or you can do Balance essential oils. You can make this stronger if you'd like, but this is an awesome cream. See how it's going to look a little bit yellow, and that's because of the omegas. So now I have a cream that I can actually use for anything that I want. I can grab my neck so that we worry about neck lines and all this. And so now I can put it everywhere, and I don't have to worry about it doing anything negative. It's an awesome cream. And this is a way to save your hundreds that you've been spending on your creams and use something externally that is going to help you along with your top 4 package or your package number 3. So always think of options because they're always out there. And that way you can really take care of your health. And with Soul, you won't always only be looking for the answer to one thing. Today you came because you had liver spots or age spots and you wanted to address those, but you'll see a lot of benefits going forth with a lot of other things. So enjoy this and invite your friends to future segments of Get a Second Opinion, and I'll see you in the next one.